So, as some of us should know, Uncharted 3 patch 1.11 is going to add quite a few things and more so than previous patches. However, I personally think it's a little too late. It's pretty much, I think, like 8 or 9 months after the fact since the game came out, and quite a few of the things in this patch are pretty much that they've been wanted ever since like the end of the summer beta, or they should have been included into the game release in November, which is just a no-brainer. And I thought, why not emphasize my point by making a commentary with Starhawk instead of Uncharted 3 as the game you're seeing. I honestly have no opinion on the lab. I never partook in it before, and I think it's a good idea for the community and developers to work together and all that stuff. And I have no opinion on it whatsoever. So this could be a good thing, bad thing. Elimination mode. Okay, this one is one of the things in the patch that really irks me. This game mode has been wanted, or has been, I guess, cherished since Uncharted 2, and has been wanted in Uncharted 3 since the end of the summer beta. And people have been clamoring for this pretty much, and Naughty Dog's response has been pretty much nothing. And now, 8 months later, they're like, okay, well, we'll throw this in at this patch. Well, again, I think it's a little too late, because there's not many, or should I say, there's not as much people playing Uncharted 3 as there was, and it seems like they're just pandering to keep as many people in the game rather than just offer this because people want it. To me, this is like they're offering something people have been wanting as an incentive to keep them on Uncharted 3 instead of offering it to just, be a good developer. And I am in by no means insulting Naughty Dog. They're a great developer. They've made great games, although how they've handled Uncharted 3's multiplayer is questionable indeed. The other problem I have with elimination mode is the Gmail, rate of fire M9, and all that has not been balanced out yet. And those who are still playing Uncharted 3 and are still looking forward to elimination are going to be greeted with many Gmail users and probably as many rate of fire M9 users. So this is just kind of like canceling out all the excitement of elimination, when all people can do is pretty much corner camp the Gmail waiting for anyone to come across their sites, and that's pretty much what they'll do. So I can see that being a huge problem, and I'm sure it'll be addressed sometime down the line. But again, Naughty Dog should be fixing previous issues instead of releasing new game modes just to, I guess, cater people and stay with Uncharted 3. The game customizations options. Again, this is one of those things that should have been included in the full game. I mean, if you're gonna offer an unranked, custom match type thing, there should be definite, customization or custom game settings. And the fact that they're just adding this now, I mean, there's really no true point except for those people who have friends and they like to get together and just, screw around or have a daily competition or something like that. But besides that, this really does nothing anymore. Next, the leaving a game or, disconnecting, your kills and deaths will count, and you will be credited with a loss. Now, again, something else, this should have been in the first game, and they're just now putting this in, which makes no sense. Again, I just think it's a little too late. I mean, the stat boosters and the, not tryhards, but I guess the exploiters have already done their stuff. I mean, there's like 20 KDs out there, and I don't think the remainder of Uncharted 3's, I guess, lifespan is gonna change how many times they quit or not quit or how badly they play, even if they're horrible and their stat KDs are just, completely faking themselves. So this is something that should have been included at the very first week of the game's release, and I think it's just a little too late for it to mean anything now. Your kills and deaths no longer count in plunder and a team objective. Now, I honestly don't know how I feel about this, because it is a game mode and your stats should count, but I do understand the problem of people camping in these games just to get kills instead of playing the the match themselves, and I completely understand. But what I would like to happen is to make there be another fix for this, and I can't think of anything. But I just think like if kills or deaths don't count for all of the game modes or something, I think that's kind of defeating the purpose of playing those game modes. I mean, your stats should count no matter what part of the game you're playing. So it's sort of like if you played Team Deathmatch and that's the only mode in a game that you're playing that counts your kills and deaths, how would the rest of the game pander out? So that's something to think about. The Lone Ranger medal has been decreased in meters for what you needed to get. You stand back like 70 meters, I think it was, and get a kill. Now it's at 50 meters. But again, this is just not necessarily should have been at the game's release. I honestly had no problem with getting kills at 70 meters because I really didn't try for it. But again, I think they should have released it at least early 2012 and not now, because as I said before, there's just not many people to pander to their situation. And last but not least, the Team Deathmatch with Airstrip and London maps, those intro cinematics that the summer beta had. And again, one of the things that I'm very pissed at was this was awesome. I don't care if it got old, I don't care if people didn't want to see it. This was just awesome. You got to see your characters performing like actions before the match, burning down the chateau, or the airstrip one. You were pointing and doing all this stuff on the airstrip trucks, and it was very cool. It was something new. You didn't really see it that much in a competitive multiplayer game, and I loved it. And then all of a sudden, after the summer beta, oh yeah, well, Naughty Dog's like, we're not going to put this in because of issues with this, and they never fully described those issues, which I found annoying. I'm like, come on, if you're going to take something beloved out of the game, at least tell us why. And same thing with the ending cinematics. You got to see your characters get beat or beaten up on, and it was just a good feeling, something new, something unique. And Naughty Dog should have just put this in. They should have found a way to make it work no matter what issues they had. And that's pretty much it, everyone. So thank you for watching my commentary on Uncharted 3's patch 1.11.